Hey guys, I'm Ellie, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some tips and tricks for my time at Sandrock. First things first, we're going to talk about your character. Not only can you totally customize it before you even start playing the game, you also get a really awesome character screen that tells you everything you need to know. Tells you about your stamina, which determines how many activities you can do in a day. Make sure you're keeping an eye on it, because if you go to 0, you can't do any more activities until you replenish it. Your health points, which can be depleted through combat, traps, and hazards in the ruins, and also from falling. I'm guilty of that one. Make sure you keep an eye on that because you don't want a game over screen. And also your endurance, which is a combat stat. Just your dodging and rolling, it recovers over time. Don't worry too much about that. But how do you recover your stamina and your health? Well, sleeping, of course, for starters. Sleep early, before midnight. If you do this, you not only will receive a bonus of 10% XP for the following day, but you will also keep your character looking lovely. If you go to sleep too late, for example, after midnight, too many days in a row, you will get dark circles around your eyes that will not go away until you sleep before midnight. Also, if you stay out until 3 p.m., you will pass out for the night. Now, you may have looked at your character stats and gone, how can I improve these things? Well, for starters, you have home stats. You can add all sorts of lovely furniture inside your house and outside your house to increase your health, your damage, your defense, your stamina, and your luck. And as you expand your property, those caps go up. You can also increase your stats with clothing. For example, you can increase your endurance with better shoes. And you can again see all of these things on your character panel, where you can see all of the different effects that your clothing can give you. Don't forget, food also affects not only your stats, but it recovers your stamina and your health, depending on the food. You can cook it yourself after unlocking the different cooking methods, for example, drying food on the drying rack. Or you can go into town to the Blue Moon Saloon and buy yourself some delicious, delicious food. Along that same vein with your character are the knowledge trees. There are 4 knowledge trees: gathering, workshop, combat, and social. Now, as Sandrock is still in early access, not all of these trees are completely fleshed out yet. That will be coming hopefully in future updates. But for now, you can increase your XP from gathering, for example, reduce your fuel usage and your water usage, increase your HP, etc. Make sure you're not forgetting to use your knowledge trees. They're very, very helpful. Now, in the game, there are resources, obviously. One of the most important resources is wood. Make sure you're not cutting any of the lovely trees or cacti that you see close to town, or you will get into trouble. They are a limited resource, and as such, you cannot take wood from in town. But that's okay, because there are tons of wood piles and cactuses And even these bushes give pieces of wood and wood scraps. And they're a renewable resource. The other really very important resource in this game is water. Now we're in a desert, and deserts can be tricky. We have this handy dandy water tank, and all of our crafting stations require water to keep cool. So make sure you're paying attention to how much water is in your water tank. If you don't, and you run out of water, you won't be able to continue crafting until you replenish your water. How do you replenish your water? Well, simple. You can collect dew from a dew collector once you unlock the diagram, or you can go into town and purchase it from Burgess at Waterworld. You can also collect dew while you are out collecting resources such as wood and rocks, etc. out in the desert. Burgess has water, but only a limited resource, and make sure that you don't buy all of it. You don't want to go overboard with how much water you're using. Be careful. Now, obviously, you've gathered up your materials and you have your water. You're going to be spending a lot of time at your workshop because that's your job as the builder for Sandrock. There are some important things you need to know about your workshop. Firstly, your workshop rank. It's based on your reputation points, and you can improve this score by taking on commissions in town. At 500 reputation points, you can start participating in inspections on Saturdays and Sundays. Just come over to the Commerce Guild, grab yourself a commission from the commission board. The commissions are all different. They vary in how hard they are and the type of rewards they give. They also give social points, which are important for creating friendships in town. But you want to pay attention to the amount of experience and reputation points that you get for each commission. You can check your workshop rank at the Commerce Guild, and the top 3 every month get rewards, including water, which is really, really nice. Also up here is where the inspection minigame happens on Saturdays and Sundays. You can earn reputation points, gold, and commerce badges that you spend at the Commerce Guild store. Now, as you progress in the game, you're going to need to expand your workshop, which you can do at the construction junction. These expansions increase your caps for health, damage, defense, stamina, and luck bonuses from putting your furniture in your house and outside of your house. You also need to upgrade your machines as you go. And you get the diagrams for your handbook from the research center. Make sure you're going to the research center daily. Here at the research center, you can talk to the doctor and use your data discs that you find to unlock different diagrams that you will need while playing the game. They take a certain amount of time, and you can always give more data discs to speed up the process, and then you'll get it in the mail when it's ready. Don't forget about the workshop diagrams. If you come to the research center every day, or every couple days at least, then you'll progress right along. I totally forgot on my first playthrough, and it made things very difficult for me. One last important thing about your workshop is always have your feather duster handy. You're in the desert after all, and in the desert there is lots of sand. And sand loves to clog up your machines. So make sure you're taking the time to dust away the sand. If your machines get too sandy, they will stop working. They will also take longer until they stop. So make sure you're cleaning off your machines. Another fun feature within Sandrock is the newspaper. You can check the newspaper here outside of City Hall. You can read the Tumbleweed Standard. You can also subscribe to it so that you get it in your mailbox once a month. You can also place an ad. Placing an ad lasts for 1 week, and it gives you different random bonuses for the week for either rep or goals or XP when completing commissions. It's completely random. It lasts for a week. If you don't like what you get, you can cancel the ad and place another one in the hopes of getting the buff that you're looking for. As you can see here, for this week, I have more rep and goals. Remember, Sandrock isn't all about building. It's also about the social interactions that you have in town. You can make all sorts of friends. And these friends give you different things like birthday presents, discounts at their shops, etc. You can give them gifts, you can talk to them, you can play card games with them. The Critter card game is lots of fun. And very simple to learn. Make sure you take the time to befriend the other builder, Mian, whom you meet at the beginning of the game, because once you become friends with her, you get a plus 20 to your stamina points. If you're somebody who likes to speed things up because you just don't have the patience, or perhaps you feel like time is flying too quickly for you, you can actually adjust your game speed in the settings menu. Let's go to options, and here you can change your speed. You can go all the way down to half time or all the way up to 2x. I personally don't mind being just at normal. And last but certainly not least, combat. Now Penn, who is one of the villagers, will give you an introduction to combat fairly early on in your days at Sandrock. Make sure you do this side quest so that you can learn how to protect yourself while in the ruins or out and about in the desert. Thank you for watching my video on tips and tricks for Sandrock. I hope you have lots of fun playing this game. Even though it is still in early access, there is so much to do, and it's a very rich environment with a great storyline. And I look forward to adding to my tips and tricks as they update the game.